just life is different than, you know, a lot of other people. So he didn't really raise us to really, you know, be fans of anything.
What's your thoughts? I don't know if you've seen much of Antonio Pierce, but obviously he got a lot of praise here in Vegas.
I met him. He was at my dad's dinner, Super Bowl, during the Super Bowl.
Just thoughts on what he was able to do here in Vegas towards the end of last season.
I mean, it was amazing. I'm excited. He's able to do that, especially an African-American man. Getting in that position is really tough. So I praise him, and I'm thankful that, you know, he's putting on.
Shedeur, you went for 3,200 yards last year. Do you feel this year you'll be able to exceed on that and go further than 3,200 with the players?
Just check the stats. You got to check the stats. Every year it's been better, you know. Every year it's been better. But last year we went for 3,200. And this is what me and Cam always argue about. I'm like, bro, I went for 3,200, bro. I got sacked 50 some time, and I missed a game and a half, you know. So I know I would at least got 200 one game, and I at least got at least 300 another game. So that's what, like 37, 38, around that. So I know I would have, I knew that.
That's the big question, obviously, from last year is how they're going to better protect you this year. Do you feel that this coaching staff has put systems in place to better protect you?
Of course, Coach Pat, he understands my heart, and I understand him as a person. So really, I feel like he's going to always put us in the best position, but then at the end of the day, it's my commitment, it's my choice to be able to have success within this offense. I never, all 3-4 years in my career, I never had the same offensive coordinator in a year. Nobody in the country done that. Still able to produce, still able to put up yards. Nobody in the country done that. Still able to go 4-8, not turn, not switch. Nobody else was able to do that. So when you talk about quarterbacks and when you talk about the type of good players, what adversity have they went through? Been in a consistent system, been able to have a lot of things, you know, been able to have different styles and all that. So I'm prepared for whatever. I'm not really ever mad at any situation because God blessed us to be able to play the game. So, and I know nobody will be able to do it how I do.
What was the biggest thing that you had to deal with losing 7 of the last 8?
Keeping everybody engaged. You know how somebody is when everything going good, but when something going bad, you start seeing real character. And that's what I never once pointed a finger at the O-line. I never once pointed fingers at the receivers. So you know my character. I never been a single guy or not being a team guy. So that's the thing. You got to watch people's character when everything folds and everything crumbles around them. What type of guy are they?
Video games got the show The Watch celebration. What do you think about that?
I'm in the game. Why wouldn't it be in the game?
Only Colorado can do that celebration. It's Colorado only.
Hey, that's just what it is. Yeah, like as they should, as Colorado should. We created it, so why would it, you know, be accessible for everybody? So that's a perk of playing with Colorado. You're able to show the ice. You're able to put the wrist up. You're able to be a part of me in a sense. You're able to be a part of the team, the culture, the everything.
Shedeur, tell me about the matchup, your first game with North Dakota State. It's not an FBS opponent. What do you know about them and about the challenge?
I mean, I came from FCS, so I don't see nobody as a slouch. I was playing against Alcorn and a lot of great teams, Alabama State and stuff, and they gave me the hardest fight that I'd have never seen. So FCS is different. Like it's a lot of underrated, I'll say, players and teams in there. And really the battle with that is in the trenches. But outside of that, we knew coming from FCS to FBS, I know what I did, you know, and I know what Travis did. We know what Shiloh did. So they're a great team. And we don't take nothing against them. We're preparing for them the same way we'll prepare for any other team because they're a team on the schedule.
How much do you tell your teammates about that? To say, hey, they're no slouch. That you came from the FCS.
See, that's the difference. The mindset this year is about perfection. It's about individually. We gotta be able to be our best versions of us. This the best year. This the year for us to do everything. This the year for us to be legendary. So nobody in the programs looking at anybody as a pushover, as anything. because one, our leader's not going to do that, and that's Coach Prime. So, and none of the coaches that always been with him have relationships with him. Other coaches with NFL experience, like they just know how it is. So we'll never get comfortable.
What keeps you sane under this microscope that you live in?
Say it again.
What keeps you sane under this microscope that you live in?
Being able to listen to my dad, being able to get his advice, being able to get his wisdom. He did everything I'm trying to do in life, and he always says that. But I tell him I'm going to do it better. So that's the only thing. Just having somebody in that corner, in your corner that really wants the best for you. And it's hard to find, I'll say, in this world if it's not within your family.
Shedeur, I apologize if I just walked up if you've already answered this. I asked your dad while he was on the stage because of who
I've
he
seen
is.
you on this. I've seen you up there, yeah.
So in terms of him operating with a certain obligation, does that sort of flow over to you as his son and being in the spotlight, as you just answered, that it's a different level in how you feel you have to perform? Do you have an obligation to perform at a different level?
It's been that since day one. I remember first media day when I was in HBCU, I said, well, we won't lose a game. I'm undefeated in the SWAC, so I already know what the expectation comes with. I know where everybody's Super Bowl, so I'm really just I always stay level-headed, stay grounded, because I would never want to be that guy, look back, and not being able to take advantage of the moment that we have right now.
We have two former NFL players in Las Vegas that coached high school, and they're retired now, but they're faith-driven men, Randall Cunningham and Vernon Fox. He used to always tell me, we are not football coaches. We are leaders of young men. It appears like your father operates under the same mentality.
Yeah. What about
Would you agree with that?
I mean, you just got to check what he done in his life, playing days after playing days. Check that. He's the one that was able to, guide us and get us to where we are. He just put the platform out there. We had to carry it and carry the throne and be able to do everything we able to do. And that's the thing. The family name's everything.
Shedeur, you mentioned all the transfer portal that you guys moved. That's the way it works anymore. One of your guys last year on the team, Dylan Edwards, is now in the league you're in now.
Yeah.
State.
Yeah.
Any hard feelings with him transferring? Do you understand his?
Nah, I never would knock a player for transferring if he feels like that's best for him. That's my guy at the end of the day, regardless of anything. So if that was the best decision for him, that's great for him.
Were you a little surprised though?
No, I wasn't surprised. I talked to him, just in general, but I kind of understood where his mind was at, and I understand. Like, the thing with me, I'm never a biased guy. If you feel like something's better for you, then I would want you to. I'm a friend. Like, at the end of the day, like, I won't lie to you. I won't do anything that use you for my own selfish reasons. At the end of the day, if that's best for you, you got to live your life for the next however many years you live. I'm not living nobody else's life, so. If that's for them, that's on them. I'm not really too trying to control nobody else's life.
Thank you.
What you